Hello and welcome. I'm Molly Thomas, and I will be bringing you the week in review. And since last week was the start of Aortic Disease Awareness Month, we have so much to share, so much to unpack, and we'll be doing so throughout the month. So I'm really happy you're here with me. And while we're getting started, don't forget to click the like and the share button and click on that little bell so that you get notifications for all things Aortic Hope TV, AHTV, where you are now, and everything that we have to offer. We have so much this month, and it's just great information. So let's just kick it right off and get started. We have a little bit to cover here. Um, all right, so as you know, it is Aortic Disease Awareness Month. And the first article is about the Aorta 101. And we're going to just have a little quick review of the incredible aorta, the highway of life in our cardiovascular system. The aorta is the largest artery in the body, and its job is to carry oxygen-rich blood from your lungs to every organ, including your brain, kidneys, and more. Fun facts about the aorta: it's flexible and strong, expanding and contracting as blood flows. It has three main sections: the ascending aorta, which is the start from the heart where the aortic valve is, the aortic arch that makes that cane-like curve, and the descending aorta, and that travels through your chest and your abdomen. So here's a little graphic of it, and there it is, a little candy cane shaped organ. There's the arch, yep, all the way down to your iliacs, where the arteries branch off into your legs. All right, so here's more. The aorta has three layers: the tunica intima, which is the inner lining, the tunica media, which is the middle muscle layer, and the tunica adventitia, which is the outer anchor, the outer layer. Here's a little picture. It's very simple. Some people liken it to a garden hose, for example. It's about that size, and the little linings. So there we have that. The cool parts of the aorta is that it can be divided into three layers when looking at a cross section. The tunica intima is the innermost layer where blood passes through. It contains special endothelial cells which help move the nutrients and blood. Think intima for innermost. The tunica media is the middle smooth muscle layer, which has elastin and collagen protein and helps provide strength and flexibility to the aorta. Think media for middle layer. The tunica adventitia is the outermost layer, which helps anchor the aorta to the surrounding structure. Why does this matter? Because diseases like aortic dissection and aneurysms can affect these layers, and understanding them helps us understand the treatment. The aortic valve, normally it has three leaflets called a trileaflet valve, but some people are born with two, which is called a bicuspid valve, or even one, a unicuspid valve. Um, Valve problems, they can cause stenosis, which is just a restriction, a constriction. It's too tight, or aortic regurgitation, which means it's loose and it's too leaky. And to dive deeper, download a free aortic dissection, the patient guide. Click there in that article to get that sent to you, and it's also downloadable. Here's some more valves. All right, so here's the valve. It's responsible for opening and closing as the heart pumps and helps prevent blood from leaking back into the heart. You might hear your doctor describe the aorta as trileaflet, which refers to the aortic valve as trileaflet, which refers to the three flaps that open and close as the heart beats. Do be mindful, however, some people are born with aortic valves that only consist of two leaflets, the bicuspid valve, or one, which is very unusual, the unicuspid valve, which often requires monitoring and correction to help the heart function normally. Two common diseases that can impact the aortic valve include aortic stenosis, which we mentioned, and aortic regurgitation. All right, that wraps up that session, Aorta 101. And we're just going to move right on over to thoracic aortic aneurysms. Some of you might be familiar with this, but we're just going to go through it because it's such great information. And the more you hear it, the more you're able to share it. Yesterday, a few minutes ago, we just broke down the structure and function of the amazing aorta. But today, with a little trivia, let's start with this. Which layer? Oh, we just covered this. You guys, you're going to get it. So we're just move right past that. Okay, what is an aneurysm? It's when part of the blood vessel wall weakens and balloons outward. This makes the vessel lose strength and raises the risk of rupture, which is a life-threatening emergency. So here's a diagram of what that aneurysm would look like. Aneurysms of the brain and the heart vessels carry a major risk and requires careful screening, long-term monitoring, and care by doctors. A thoracic aortic aneurysm occurs in the thoracic portion of the aorta, the ascending aorta arch, or the upper descending aorta. Thoracic aortic aneurysms refer to any aneurysm that includes the thoracic component of the aorta, including the ascending arch or upper, of the descending aorta up to the diaphragm muscle. Be sure to refer to yesterday's post about Aorta 101, where we went over the different regions of the aorta. So this is all happening at once. Yeah, it's a great, very simple diagram. So your heart would be right down at the bottom where the aortic valve is, and it comes up and over down to the descending thoracic aorta. So causes and risk factors. Connective tissue disorders, Marfan's, Ehlers-Danlos, Loeys-Dietz, Turner syndrome, high blood pressure and smoking, those are causes and risk factors. Symptoms, many TAs are silent until they get large or rupture. When they do that, they cause symptoms, which includes chest or back pain, trouble swallowing or shortness of breath, a pulsating sensation in the chest. Rupture is a medical emergency, sudden severe back pain, low blood pressure, dizziness, or fainting. Diagnosis for any of these conditions is imaging with primarily a gold standard is a CT. An ultrasound, MRI, or angiography could also detect it. Small TAAs, those are monitored closely, and a lot of risk factor management like blood pressure control, lifestyle changes, quit smoking. Large unstable TAAs may require surgical or endovascular repair. This is a CT imaging. TAAs, thoracic aortic aneurysms, can be dangerous, but early detection and monitoring saves lives. If you have risk factors or family history, talk to your doctor about screening. Lots of information here. Click on any of those links to get more information. And we're going to move right on to, we are just going to move right on to this. Last week, we started it's Aortic Disease Awareness Month, and we started a little campaign to talk about aortic hope and why aortic hope. Why choose aortic hope? Why is aortic hope here? Well, we'll start with this. It was built by the community for the community, and we are here to uplift, support, and empower everyone affected by aortic disease. Our mission is clear and powerful: to provide support, awareness, and hope to patients, survivors, and caregivers of aortic disease. Whether you're navigating diagnosis, recovery, caregiving, or supporting someone you love, you're not alone. We are here as a team of survivors, caregivers, and advocates committed to walking this path with you. And guess what? Over this month, we're taking you behind the scenes, and we will be sharing all the ways Aortic Hope supports patients, caregivers, the medical community at large. From education to emotional support, research, advocacy to awareness campaigns, we're diving deep and showing you what it truly means to be part of the Aortic Hope family. Together, we're making a difference. Together, we are hope in action. Love that. So the first part of why Aortic Hope is something that Aortic Hope offers to all of you, and it's from you to everyone. It's sharing your story in the form of the Survivor series. We also have another series called Where Are They Now? Those are for people who have already given their Survivor story and updating it, just updating where you are now, how far you've come from that initial storytelling. What are you doing now? How are you doing now? And that's a really great, we need so many people to come back and join and tell us where they are now and what they're doing. It's just inspirational. Um, and this month we're pulling the curtains back on aortic disease, ASAP. A for awareness, S for saves, aortas, period. So this is how it goes. Awareness saves aortas, period. ASAP. So consider sharing your story of survival and or where you are now in your recovery process. Help others feel validated and seen. It's been playing for this series has been playing for almost 10 years now. And the Where Are You Now campaign has started about 6 years ago. We want you to be the shining star in someone's life by sharing your story as a patient, survivor, or caregiver, whether it's aortic valve disease, aortic aneurysms, aortic dissection. Your ability to validate another person's experience is not only therapeutic, but very inspiring. And there's several ways to give your story. You can do a simple written story and submit it with a picture. But our favorite one that we love the most is the live Survivor series story. So where you tell your story live on camera for those to watch it live, and they can chat with you in the chat and ask questions and support you throughout your storytelling. We love that live event. If you're not comfortable with that, we also have a way to record your story, and you can record and edit, and then we will broadcast that on AHTV. And yeah, sign up. We've got a link right there, and sign up. We would love to hear your story. And we have quite a few this month, actually. We have quite a few survivor stories going up this month. So stand by for that. Um, well, Joshua, let's just take a little break right now. What's going on? Is anyone here in chat that I would like to say hi to?
Well, chat's being very shy today. It
Shy.
is.
All right, that's fine. I'll just keep running my mouth here, and I love reading this stuff. Oh, okay, well, good. All right, so here we go. Volunteers are needed. So here we go. The journey continues. Get ready for our upcoming patient guide titled All About You. These are the survivor stories, the real life stories, real life hope. Stay tuned for more information about the book, but we're looking for a team of volunteers. We're trying to assemble a dedicated team to finalize, edit, and create this third patient guide. This comprehensive resource will share real-life experiences and insights from patients and caregivers, which offer hope and support to those suffering and affected by aortic disease. We're looking for specifically detailed-oriented individuals to help collate and edit content, creative minds to design and finalize the guide's layout and visuals. And if you're passionate about helping others and have the skills to contribute, email Karen at aortichope.org. It's going to be such a great book. We're just in the starting parts of it, so we're just getting a team together, and we can't wait to see what this looks like. All right, sign up if you're interested. Thank you. Speaking of survivor stories, Joshua just recorded a live survivor story last Saturday from Stephen Powell, and his wife joined him on that live survivor story. So, Josh, what can you say about Stephen's story and how that went on
Oh,
Saturday?
these two were great together, by the way. It was one of the things that happens in this community is every now and then somebody has an emergency surgery and all they know is sharp pain, an emergency trip, and then that's it. They wake up. And so his lovely wife was able to fill in a bunch of gaps there. And
Oh,
when we have the caregivers tell their part of the story and we fill in those holes, you just see how much some of us ignore as patients, right? Also, he was able to share that he had two surgeries. Like he had an emergency surgery, which when he tells the story, they couldn't fly him out. They were like, we don't think we have enough time to fly you out. And the doctor that stepped up was like, listen, I'm going to do whatever it takes to save this life. And he shared, he was like, this is a 1% chance. He's like, I don't do these very often, I don't see these very much, but we're going to take a big swing. And prayers were being done, both families are in the emergency room just kind of waiting. And he comes out and the doctor's like, I don't even know how to say this, but he lived.
oh,
Right? And it's like boom, like you could see it on her face right then. It was beautiful.
uh,
But then we talk about the second surgery, and she's like, "Oh, the second surgery, he was back on his feet in like a few weeks, and he was walking again, and it was, a big difference between emergency and planned, and he was able to share that anxiety going into that. He was like, I don't want to do this. He's
uh,
like, I don't really want to go through this again, but trooper, got right through it. And the fact that his first surgery, his first emergency happened post workout or while he was in the gym
oh,
still has him with some PTS from going into the workouts. They didn't have a whole lot of complications with medications, sleep. It took him a few months to get a normal sleeping routine. And they have a collection of those heart pillows that they love. So it was a great story, and together they did such a good job. When we wrapped, I was like, you kind of crashed your way into that story, but once it leveled out, it was a fantastic ride, and I thank them so
oh,
much. They were wonderful people.
oh,
He's
that's
gone
so
back
great.
and commented to all the people that left him some comments in there. So we encourage you guys to do that. Don't forget, for no
Oh,
reason
good.
whatsoever, somebody might show up months, years later to watch your story. Take a look, see if there's any comments in there for you, for those of you that have left stories.
Yeah,
And
good,
hello,
good job.
LG. LG has joined the chat.
Hi, LG. Where are you hailing from? I'm glad you came to join me because it gets kind of lonely here with just Joshua and I. Um, well, good. I'm so glad. I can't wait to listen to his story. I usually listen to these when I'm out taking a long walk or something. So I look forward to that. I love his smile there, and I'm glad he stepped up to tell his story. So good. Thank you, Stephen. Thank you so much, Stephen, and his wife. That's great. Um, oh, Ohio, LG. We've got a few things well, we'll talk about that in a few minutes, but a couple things going on in Ohio. I'm not sure exactly what city, but we'll we'll get to that. Um, so during the month of Aortic Disease Awareness Month, we talk about all the resources that we have for you, for your families, for the caregivers, to get all the support that is needed to navigate this disease. And support can take many, many forms and it can come from many different places. So there is a list of, it's a non-complete list of resources both on and off Facebook that helps patients, caregivers, and families find the information and the community that they need that works for you. And this list isn't meant to be the only source of help because there's never just one way to make a difference. We believe there's always room for many to help many. So every group, organization, and individual who shares their time, knowledge, or compassion plays an important role in this aortic disease community. So on this link, you will find like we mentioned, a non-complete list of resources for you to peruse and navigate and find something that works for you. As you see, there's so many pages of support. So go ahead and take a look at that through that link and find something that works for you or something to share to one of your friends or family members, because that's what we're here for, support. Moving on, we have a collaboration. So this month is such a big month for aortic disease, and it's taking on a life of its own as the years go on. And Aortic Hope has teamed with several other members of the community. We have started this for, I think this is the first collaboration that we've done. So there's 7 leading North American nonprofits dedicated to aortic dissection awareness, aortic disease awareness, and we are uniting for the first time during this week. We urge the public to think STAT and recognize the signs of aortic emergencies to save lives. STAT is an acronym that the S stands for suspect. Suspect the warning signs of aortic dissection, which can be sudden onset severe pain, numbness, or weakness in the limbs. The pain is often intense, migratory, and transient. It could include sharp tearing or ripping sensations. We don't want to talk too much about that, but the T in STAT is time. Time is essential. Immediate emergency care and ideally transport to a hospital with an advanced surgical care team is essential. The A in STAT is for aortic imaging. We talked about the CT scan being the gold standard for detecting aortic dissection. And so that's what we mentioned here. T and talk about it, STAT. Talk about dissection to your families, to your friends. It's very important. This does run in families, and the more people who know about it, the better care that you'll receive. Some families have Marfan syndrome running in their family. We sometimes people require genetic testing to diagnose these conditions, assess the risk, and ensure of the proper medical monitoring. So STAT. This is such a great collaboration, and let's go back, we'll just name a few of them. We're collaborating with GATA, the John Ritter Foundation, Loie Dietz, the Marfan Foundation, and Think Aorta. And it's such a great, we're so powerful. We're stronger together by getting the word out for aortic awareness, aortic disease awareness. So yeah, this is a really great thing. So keep looking, be on the lookout for some of our posts that will be sharing some of this information with this collaboration. In addition, I mean, you can never have too many collaborations, but in addition, Aortic Hope is teaming up with Global Heart Hub, Rare Patient Voice, Lauren's Hope, which is a medical ID bracelet company, Heart Valve Voice US, and Global PAD Association. We believe that that lasting change and meaningful impact are never the result of one individual's effort alone. So true progress comes when passionate people and organizations come together, united by a shared purpose to improve the lives of those affected by aortic disease. Let's see. Little message here to our partners. Thank you for walking beside us, for inspiring us, and for helping us work toward a healthier, more hopeful future. Together, we are making a difference. And that is the truth. We learn a lot from one another, and sharing is caring.
Sharing is caring. Let's say hi to Ryan. LG says, I told a coworker in case something happens at work and I wasn't conscious to tell the paramedics. It might be excessive, but I'm at work 8 to 10 hours a day. LG, that's exactly the way to be.
Yeah,
Hi, Velda.
proactive. Hi, Velda. Hi, Ryan. Yes, LG, I agree with that. Let anyone and everyone know. You can also maybe get an ID bracelet from Lauren's Hope, actually. That also, we also have the help belts that you can put on your car, on your backpack, your bike, your dog leash, little things that can, alert people in case you are unable to advocate for yourself. Good. What 8 to 10 hours a day, that's a lot of work. Um, hmm. All right, Ryan. I haven't seen Ryan Rodimer or heard of him in quite some time. What has he been doing? Um,
I believe he's going to be on one of our live Q&As
see,
this month, which is
yes,
super exciting. Love to see him.
yeah, good. Yeah, he's great. He's great with the genetics 101, genetic testing. He's so great with all this. So yeah, stand by for Ryan's interview. Gosh, we have we cover this almost every week. Aortic Hope has compiled a list of reading resources, and it's on the website. It is such a great. It's constantly growing. Um, First and foremost, Aortic Hope has put out two patient guides. One is Aortic Disease, the patient guide, and the other is Aortic Dissection, the patient guide. And many survivors, just like you, have been brave enough to write stories about their experience with aortic disease that you can learn about. So they've written books, and a lot of books have been written, and they're all different. They're all different. Um, so let's just see here. The community offers support straight to you via a free downloadable uh, patient guide, awareness posters for your clinics, for the hospital, and a growing library of fellow survivors who have become authors. Yeah, check that out. And if you haven't received your free copy, download it today, or you can write in and we will send you a hard copy. Yeah, check out our under the resources tab on the website. Did we finish up? It looks like we finished up, Joshua. Yeah, this month is chock-a-block full. So today is Monday. What? Okay. Today there's are we still having our Q&A with Dr. Kristen Watson
Yes,
today?
Terry will be there sitting in for Karen, who I believe is worried about a COVID breakout, unfortunately.
Well, we wish her well. We really hope so. I hope she's feeling okay. So great. Yeah, tune in tonight on AHTV. Terry will be going live with our favorite pharmacologist, Dr. Kristen Watson. She is brilliant when it comes to anything related to your medications, your cardiac. I think she specializes actually in cardiac medicine. I might be wrong there, but she knows so much and she's so great. So yeah, join that. That will be at 7 p.m. Eastern time. And you can just participate in the chat and bring all your questions for her. She's really great. And then tomorrow at 10 p.m., we have a support group meeting. And I believe that one is led by Mark Matucci. And there's Ryan. Have we not scheduled it, or it says to be determined? But we have a live Q&A with Ryan Rodimer. He is our genetic educator expert. Wednesday the 10th at 10 p.m. we have the Caregiver Connection. And Sunday, of course, we have on AHTV, Qigong with Kevin Songer. And if you haven't participated in that Sunday morning, it's at 12:30 with Kevin Songer, please do. It's just it's so relaxing. It's so nice. It's really a nice art to learn. Similar to Tai Chi, but it's great. And Kevin's really a good master teacher. I was going to say. Yeah, so we'll just do that, but we have lots. I'm not going to go through the whole month. Go check it out on the website under events, and it'll give you a timeline of what we have coming to you this month, Aortic Disease Awareness Month. Oh my gosh, you're welcome. Of course.
I'm
My
wondering when
pleasure.
Ryan wants to do this tomorrow.
Well, maybe, I don't know.
I don't know.
I look forward
LG
to that.
says she did pick up, or he did pick up the bracelet. Still has to get the belt. We're looking forward to that. And
Good.
he sourced this Amazon on Amazon, but is going to go get one from Lawrence Hope.
Oh, good.
So
Good.
that's good to hear. Yeah.
We love Lawrence Hope. We've been in collaboration with them, I think, since the beginnings. Karen is just can't say enough about them, and family run or a it's not a big corporation.
No, it's not a big corporation. Yeah, the same person that has been dealing with Karen on the phone for when she re-ups or orders something new. She gets to talk to one of two people. They've been there for years. That's what we like to hear.
Yeah, very much so. Well, they provide such a great product to all of us, and they're so helpful. They will walk you through the process. They will help pick one out for you. They will tell you what to write on it. There's a link on our website and by which to order, and you will go through there, and any additional proceeds, is it, will be donated right back to Aortic Hope. As you may know, this is a patient-led organization, and no one collects money. It all goes right back into the community. So donations are always, always welcomed. Um, yeah, so good. Well, I'm so happy to kind of meet you, LG. It's nice to see you here in Velda. Ryan, look forward to seeing you, I think, in the next day or so. And
He
that's
confirmed that he will be in pre-show at 6:45 tomorrow. So be
perfect.
ready
So
for a 7 p.m. show tomorrow night.
7 p.m. Eastern, Ryan Rodimer. Yeah, don't miss it. Set your little notification bell and you will get notified prior. So in case it does slip your mind, you'll be notified. And I know I could speak for Ryan probably. Participate in that chat. It's you could ask any question you want, and hopefully we'll get it answered for you.
I would
Well,
echo
great.
that for tonight as well. Dr. Kristen, she's amazing at answering all of those questions. She's amazing.
She is. She knows, well, it's her job, but I it's what she knows, but she is just so great at educating you about the medications you're taking, why you're taking them, what they do, what they're made from, how they interact. I mean, she knows everything, and it's really important to know your medications. Very important. So the more you participate with Dr. Kristen Watson, the more you'll know. All right, let's wrap it up. Thank you guys for joining me. If there's anything else, let me know. Otherwise, we're going to be signing off here and hope to join you next week. All right, take care and have a nice day.